It's a holiday. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I got hoes on hoes and they out of control. Like
I'm just saying, Lil Nas, if you want a guest spot at our table, you're always welcome.
Absolutely.
100%. You don't even need a guest spot. You can be a true star on our shows.
Please let me meet this man.
You can have the show.
I am in love with that man. Please.
I'm like, he doesn't even like my type, and I'm into it. I'm gonna clip this section, and then David, you can post it and tag him in it on Twitter, and then say, "Hey, want to join us?"
Yes.
Wink.
Hey, Lil Nas, you want to come play some D&D? Be fun.
We're real big fans.
And other assorted tabletop RPGs.
True. You'll just come play an RPG with us, please?
Please, Satan Daddy, come play a game with us.
Satan Daddy.
If you want to run a game in your Montero universe, we'll play.
Hello, friends. My name is Jesse Harder, and you're listening to the Sins of the Father podcast.
I no longer have the function to talk to strangers.
Same. Somebody
in more than one-word sentences.
Yeah.
A customer tried to have an actual conversation with me the other day, and I was stuttering every sentence, and I was like, I don't know how to talk anymore.
Have you ever, I never realized it makes me so uncomfortable to be seen anymore.
Yes, 100%. I've always been that way.
I will always wear a mask from now on. I'm not taking my mask off.
I thought someone was looking at me the other day, and I was like, why are they looking at me? Do I have a booger or what? I'm just like, I hate it. Because when I'm on here, I can look at my video feed, right?
Right.
Of course.
But out in the world, I don't have a video feed.
I'll check your boogers for you. You just FaceTime me.
Any bats in the cave? Jacob, bats in the cave.
Too small, you're too small!
You don't help at all.
Ooh, my brother.
Oh, woo.
Ooh.
I'm a little sad because those students had their last day with me today. The Uwu brothers moved on.
You'll hear their calls echo down the hallways. Ooh.
I know. Late at night when I'm up there making copies, I'll hear the distant cry of the Uwus. And then I'll get the hell out of that school because I know all schools are haunted.
Yes, we had a whole side quest about that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess I tapped into a primal fear I have of not wanting to be up at the school if nobody else is there.
Nobody, absolutely no one wants to be at a school.
No.
After school lets out.
No.
That's prime haunting hours.
Especially alone.
Yeah. I have never worked at a school where I felt, I feel good to be here once the sun goes down.
Nope. It's always terrifying.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
That's a no from me.
It's just because the freaking building is so big and it's so empty, and it's just like, Could be anything in this place.
At my first school, my room was at one end of the school, and the copier was at the other end. So if I ever had to go make copiers, I had to walk down the long hallway to get there. And I walked past like the bathrooms that didn't have any doors on them. And so when the lights were off, it was just a black, vacuous space that I had to walk past.
Oh, I hate that.
That's terrifying.
I would always, like, as I walked past it, I would rotate my body so that I would be walking sideways and then backwards until I got to the other hallway, and then I quickly went to the copier.
I don't like this wine. Why do I keep drinking it?
Why do you keep drinking?
What is it?
It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, which I like Cabernet Sauvignons, but this one has a weird aftertaste to it.
Huh.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Love a good cab. Love a good cab.
Love a good Cabernet Sauvignon.
Very appley afterbirth.
Afterbirth.
Are we recording?
Chimkin nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Joking.
I'm recording.
Bro.
Yeah, we did the sync and everything.
Yeah, we're recording.
I didn't know I was supposed to hit record before that. I thought we hit record after that.
I thought we were syncing up our lives.
I thought we just like to say numbers sequentially.
Bro.
I thought the clap was hitting record.
Bro.
Actually terrifying.
Bruh.
Sorry.
Sade. Shaw Sponge Dead.
You ever notice in SpongeBob when there's like shit going down and then there's like everybody's getting hurt and there's that fish in the back going, "My leg! My leg!
My leg!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That's my favorite thing ever. I say that all the time.
There's a variation of the Invincible meme with the old man and laying down and that fish going, "Think, old man, how many times do we need to do this?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?" Boom, setting the scene. Foo-fa, foo, right into it. Ominous armored figure step through a portal. And your dads are on the other side, looking beaten and worn, but not dead.
It's important to stress that they're not dead.
I want to stress this. They're not dead yet.
I'm not stress this enough.
Looks like old Shelob got it.
However, they're not dead, but they are rolling death saving throws, and we don't have access
They're not unconscious.
to revivify. Okay.
They might be unconscious. They're not rolling death saves, though. They are at least, at the very least, stable.
Excellent.
Which we all gathered through a very, very quick surveying of the scene.
Yes.
I cast
Heart rate
detect
stabilized!
Alright, crazy
There.
armor person.
Square up, buddy.
Yes, as the figure begins walking, you can tell, straight towards the pedestal.
Is this figure recognizable from the figure in the rural murals that we saw?
It is a figure wearing heavy armor.
Oh, that pisses me off.
The rural juror in the rural mural.
You're not sure. You'd need more evidence to figure that out.
Are you here to help us?
Rick, give me an insight check.
Okay. 10.
You're unsure. Whatever this person is here to do, they are focused on the now sealed crystal orb.
I'm gonna yell out to him. I'd like to intimidate him. If you touch that, I will break your kneecaps!
Roll intimidation.
Roll a 20. I'm putting that magic on it.
Oh! Hey, I got a 17.
Oh, close.
Which rounds down to a 16.
Respectable.
I have not rolled under 10 tonight. There's a critical one coming up. Just everybody be prepared.
It's okay. David and I already had one at the same time, so.
It's true. As the figure still methodically stomping forward towards the pedestal, kind of ever so slightly turns its head in your direction and just points and says, "Children should learn to speak only when spoken to."
I fly into a rage.
And you do. I can't stop that.
I can't stop that.
You are now upset.
I'm very peeved!
So are you like rushing him?
Yeah,
Yeah, what are you
I
doing?
I'm
What's
gonna chase
everyone
him down.
doing as this is going down?
I'm gonna get him.
I mean, if he's rushing him now, Bartosz ain't gonna do what he was gonna do, so it's good.
Evalia, Ricket.
Who's closest to the pedestal?
You were all like
I think we were all the same distance.
equidistant at those like ritual spots.
Okay. As Yabo is rushing towards this armored figure, Ricket's gonna look at. Oh yeah, because we were all in a circle around the thing. Okay. As Yabo is rushing the figure, Ricket is gonna turn to Vartash and point to the orb and say, "Vartash, get it!"
On it, and Vartosz is gonna run up in front of it and just stand in front of it and raise his gun and just kind of be standing there pointing his gun at the guy, thing, person.
I'm gonna use, because I haven't gotten a chance yet, my totem spirit eagle ability to dash on my bonus action and use my move action to just haul a lot of ass over there and bust his kneecaps. I'm a man of my word.
Have we seen Yabo use this ability yet?
No, this is the first time Yabo's used his totem abilities.
I just got pissed off and hauled ass.
And channeled the spirit of the great eagle.
Yuvalia's gonna pull her rapier and then like stand like defensively in front of this, like in front of the heart, in front of the container that's holding the heart.
You're gonna have to go through us to get to this thing, if that's what you're trying to do.
And that's when Yabo's running forward. And there's that swell of emotion through him as all of you hear that familiar eagle's call. As in the distance from where the fathers are, you see swooping in through the portal is Nunu. Normal-sized Nunu. Swooping in, and much in the same manner that you saw it happen to Yarba, hit Yabo in the chest, and his tattoo ignites as he starts moving with almost a supernatural speed.
Sick.
So yeah, roll the hit.
Do a reckless attack.
That gives you
Yes.
advantage on the attack, but
Yes.
until your next turn, anyone that attacks you has advantage.
Yes, I will do this thing. I will do it. Whoa! Holy shit! Dude, I rolled a 1! Thank God!
2 nat ones.
Whoa! Okay, let's see.
That was almost.
Oh my God! No way, no way. I rolled a 20. I'm taking a picture.
A 1
nat?
and a 20.
Yeah,
No
natural 20.
way.
That sounds about right.
Gosh. That's
What a
hilarious.
gambit.
Gotta love that reckless attack, bro.
Okay. Oh my god, that's so thematic. Okay.
So you hit.
That's 8, 11 damage. At his kneecaps.
Specifically to his kneecaps.
Called shot, roll again with disadvantage. No.
Did you double your dice?
Oh shit, no I didn't. Yeah, but that did
about to
sound
say,
kind of low for a crit.
11 is very low.
It's actually 16, it's 19.
Nice.
19 damage as you begin sprinting towards this figure brandishing your maul, and you go to swing. You see them not holding a weapon in their other hand, just the shield attached to one arm, brace themselves in that last instance as you swing, as you connect with their shield, slamming it into their chest and making contact with not only the edge of the shield, but hitting the armor itself. There's that slight slide back from the inertia or the momentum of your hit. The other figure slides back like a step.
Yeah.
Question for the magic users in the party. Do either of you have minor illusion?
I have prestidigitation.
Okay.
No.
No worries.
Also, with that, Jacob, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm not very average. Oh no. Average. 8.
In real life or in the game?
I'm perfectly average.
Porque no los dos.
Yes.
He's about to punch me in the noodle.
As using their reaction,
Oh, wait. Is this an opportunity attack?
No.
Or just a reaction?
this is a reaction. You see these dark purple flames kind of instinctively, as Yabo hits this person, they slide back. They kind of throw their hand out towards him as you watch fire scathe across Yabo. The figure casts Hellish Rebuke. And you take 11 fire damage.
Oh! That's literally more than a third of my hit points.
That's at first level. That's a first level Hellish Rebuke.
Yep. It's 2d6, right?
It's 2d10.
Is it 2d10? Okay, I couldn't remember.
And I can't even damage reduction that. Oh.
Youch.
There's that exchange. Is anyone else doing anything?
Are we gonna go into initiative soon?
That's what I was about to ask.
We'll do a loose everyone acts once kind of initiative. Because it's not combat.
Okay. Well, Vartosh is going to keep one hand raised with his gun, and he wants to, with his other hand, try to sneakily swap the crystal thing with his hooded lantern.
Can I see him trying to, gearing up to do this and, try to create a distraction or something?
Sure.
Sure.
Jackson's face.
How are you trying to distract?
I only got less cantrips. So, I'm gonna use prestidigitation. Let me think. What can I do to be, annoying?
Puff of smoke.
A shower of sparks. Hey, musical notes are an odd color.
Handful of tadpoles. It's unearthed arcana, but I think it should work.
Throw your Kruthic at it.
Throw your crusty loaves at it.
I'm sorry, I don't know about the Kruthic. Or do I? I can't remember.
I think Evalia is going to use prestidigitation, and she's going to just do something like a, I'm trying to think something along the lines of like a shower of sparks, maybe like a puff of a fireball or something, like near their face, so that they think it's like actually like a firebolt or fireball or something like that, like coming at them, but like just right in front of their face, like sort of like blind them for a second and let Vartosh do his thing.
Okay, so Vartosh, you're doing this one-handed. This
Yes.
is a disadvantage.
I'm aware. Do I get advantage from the help action that she's providing, though?
Who has the MVRP point? Oh, okay.
David.
David.
David had those.
David.
Yeah.
So is it disadvantage or just straight?
Straight.
Straight? Okay.
Yep.
Come on, sleight of hand. That's like my one good thing. Okay, 19. Because I have a plus 5.
So we see that, like, as Vartosh, like, has one hand behind his back and is, like, grabbing that lantern, Evalia notices it and sends out this prestidigitation that looks like a firebolt as it reaches this figure whose eyes were on Yabo. There's that instinctive moment where they raise their shield in defense before it just fizzles out. And Vartosh very quickly swaps the crystal for his lantern, still aiming the gun, as there's that grunt of frustration as Evalia, you see the figure turn towards you with that grunt.
Ignim!
Firebolt strikes him in the head as he looks at Evalia. With a 17 to hit.
That will hit. They are caught off guard.
They take 2 fire damage.
As the side of their helmet, there's just that burst of scorching fire that hits it. As Vartosh, everyone but Yabo, roll a perception check. Yabo's up in this person's face.
19.
11.
13.
Evalia, you notice, kind of focusing on the overall skirmish fight, that you see, you catch a bit of motion from past this figure as you see who you assume is Ricket's father from their interactions earlier. Kind of, there's this small bit of arcane light coming from him as you watch as he lifts up this piece of paper that just vanishes into nothing.
Scroll casting.
You see something.
Okay.
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 Things are being done.
Passive voice.
Yavo, what's your AC?
A lot.
Not enough.
It's 14.
As in response to all of these flurry of attacks coming from different directions, you being the most immediate threat, the figure kind of raises that shield that they have and bashes you with it, sliding you out of its way. And you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
We'll call that 1.
We'll call that 1. As the figure begins to walk forward past you towards the pedestal.
Can I get a whack in?
Sure.
I want to try to trip him
Okay.
with my big old man maul. Perfect man of averages. I rolled a 10. And I will add 3 to it.
So this figure begins walking past you very purposefully with those heavy footfalls in that, like, just Terminator walk. Just straight towards this pedestal. You recover from that bash and you swing your maul going low, trying to trip this figure, as right before your maul connects, you see the figure's foot come up and step down on the maul, like pushing it to the ground.
Yikes.
You're being a real nuisance.
It's a barbarian's job.
The 16-year-old boy don't play.
It's true.
I'm pubescent!
What's everyone else doing?
Is that rift still open?
Yes.
Okay. Ricket is going to start running towards that rift, and as he runs, he's going to say "Saketa," and he's going to strike with his wand 3 times, like he's directing a music orchestra, and 3 glowing orbs are going to appear. He's going to make an X over his chest, and then break it to send 3 magic missiles flying at this figure.
And they automatically hit.
They do automatically hit.
For
And
a
they take
1d4 plus
3, 5, 9 damage.
Nice.
Okay. As these missiles come flying out and pelting into this opponent, they are still just marching forward, barely even noticing these attempts to stop it. Vartash, you just feel their eyes locked onto you.
On me?
In this moment. Yes. This person's a spellcaster, mind you.
Yeah. How close are they getting?
We'll say roughly 50 feet away.
Oh, they're that far away still?
Portal's far away, and Yabo immediately ran up and started fighting.
I didn't know it was that far away. Good lord. Okay.
50 feet's not that
Yabo's-
far.
Yaba's about to get clapped, too. Because he's a spellcaster.
50 feet's kind of far. It would take
Yeah.
a dash and a movement to get that far, is what I mean.
Yeah, but you're a rogue.
I know. Standing my ground. I'm gonna take a shot.
Go for it. Yabo's within 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh no.
This is advantage. Okay, that's a 12 and a 19. So that's gonna be a 22. I think
That hits.
20. It's just a 20.
That hits.
Cool. So that's a D8 and 2D6. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage total.
Yup. So yes, that's it.
So there's, as Yabo swings, this figure stops his maul, and then there's that blast of arcane magic hitting them, followed by the just recoil and echoing blast from this pistol as you watch it hit the figure in the face, and their like helmet kind of boom moves, and you look back, or the figure turns and looks back to you, and you see that there is a crack in the helmet.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 18 of Sins of the Father. I'm your Dungeon Master, Jackson Chandler. I hope that you have enjoyed listening to Season 1 of Sins of the Father. Releasing alongside this episode is an after-party episode where we have an out-of-character chat about Season 1 and where we are going for Season 2. After listening to this episode, be sure to hop over to our after-party to hear us talk about all that good stuff.
Season 2 of Sins of the Father will release on January 24th, 2022. In the time while we're away, we'll be releasing a short story based on the children's lives on the Gilded Gorgon. This is the time period before they came to the island and got to this point. This story will be called 30 Days at Sea, a Sins of the Father story, and we'll have 4 chapters that will release month over month in the time frame between when this season ends and the beginning of Season 2. This content will only release for our $5 and up patrons.
And as you know, we have fallen below our $500 a month Patreon goal. At that $500 a month level, we are able to pay our editors for the amazing work they do on each episode of our shows. If you like our shows and would like to see us get back to that $500 a month level, please click the link in the show notes, go to our Patreon, and give any amount you can to help us get back to that $500 a month level.
If you review us over on iTunes, you can send us a copy of that review to misconceptionspod@gmail.com, and we'll send you a free Sins of the Father decal. Now let's get back
to the episode.
Vali, what you doing?
So, Vartosh has the heart container in his possession.
It's in my pack. I swapped it out.
Yabo's over by this person.
Yes.
And Ricketts running towards the rift.
Yes.
Ivalia, looking at Vartosh, looking at that person, looking at Yabo, yells,
Everybody, run!
and then goes pulls her fist back and rears it, swings it around a few times in a circular motion, and then goes like this and throws, and it looks like pocket sand, but it's not. It's just prestidigitation again in their face to kind of block their view for a minute, so everyone can run.
It looks like pocket sand, but it's worse. It
looks like pocket sand, but it is. That's what prestidigitation is. It's just pocket sand.
Somehow it's worse than pocket sand.
I love it.
It is both better than and worse at the same time.
And she's doing this because she knows that Rickard's doing something over there. So there's something that's going to happen imminently.
Vartosh,
Yes.
do a wisdom save for me.
Yep. Sure. Dope. I got a -1 to that.
As this figure, still with one foot on Yabo's maul, as he's struggling to get it back, puts one hand out and says, "Give," and casts a command.
No.
What? He knows? He knows I have it? Dang it!
There's this fancy spell called was active the whole reason this person is down here, called Locate Object.
Oh. Woof.
That's fair. I rolled a 13, so I probably failed.
On your next turn, you must follow the command, and the command was give,
Okay.
and you know what object it's talking about.
Dang it! Fine.
Yabo, you want to swing again?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another reckless attack to try to trip him. I
Go
will
for
trip
it.
this man.
Swing recklessly.
I will. Oh yeah! I got you for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, the first one's a 20,
Okay.
and the second one's irrelevant, a 20.
Okay. For a total?
A dirty 20, yeah.
Dirty 20 total?
Yep.
So you wrench them all back from under this person as their foot stomps onto the ground, and you go to swing it again, tripping them. As you do catch the figure like in the crook of the knee, and they falter, not completely falling, but dropping down on one knee as they turn their head in your direction and say, "I've had enough of you."
And do they back up that shit talking with any kind of action? Or are they a bitch?
Give me a strength check. An athletics check, specifically.
An athletics check?
Yes.
Can I do reckless athletics or
No.
something?
No.
Okay. You know what? Have it your way. A 9.
As-
That figure
Uh-huh.
rolled a 6. Whatever
Okay.
they rolled a 6.
What was your total, Jacob?
A 9.
Total was a 9. Okay. As Ricket, you
probably stronger.
alter your realities and try and manipulate time. You can't manifest enough magic to alter the effects as this person reaches down with the hand that's not gestured out towards Vartash and wrenches them all from your hands.
I didn't even trip him?
They're down on one knee
Oh, I half-ass tripped him.
and wrenches them all from your hand and sends it sliding across the ground. And stands up and takes some steps towards Vartash. That's it.
Ugh.
Did we ever roll initiative?
No. This is just
Can I
kind
stab
of...
him with a spear? Next thing I'm gonna do is stab him with a spear. I've got one left, I think.
What's everyone else doing?
I mean, we know what I'm doing.
Yes. Ricket and Navalia. What are you doing, pocket sand?
So I can make a like faint musical notes or something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say I could probably do a sound, right?
Sure.
And I've heard the sound of the monster, world destroyer,
Yeah.
what have you.
Yeah. It's big,
I'm-
guttural malice. Yes.
So we're in front of him, Yabo's beside him, and then the fathers are behind.
Yes.
And then to the side that Yabo is not, I'm
Okay.
gonna make a sound, a sort of like Yuvalia like perks up, doesn't move her mouth at all, but throws her voice as though it's a ventriloquist dummy, throws it that direction, and does the
Stop!
Ricket is gonna look at Yabo's maul. He's gonna flick his wand toward it and say, "Manus!" And that little Final Fantasy menu hand appears over the maul and grabs it.
How much does
And,
a mall weigh?
10 pounds. I just looked it up.
Oh shit!
And Ricket shouts, "Yabo, catch!" And then it's just gonna start dragging the maul across the ground towards Yabo.
So the mall's coming back to him.
it, but catch.
Yeah. Vartash, as you are compelled by these corrupted forces and feel your legs moving without your command towards this figure, you would reach this figure with dash bonus action. And you pull out that crystal from your bag and place it in the open hand the figure has, waiting.
Oh, hell no.
So y'all all just see Vartosh fire a shot and then, like, go stiff, walk forward, and hand it off.
Vartosh, don't give up. We can win.
Your body is your own again now that your turn's over.
As I drop it into the guy's hand, Vartosh just kind of falls to his knees and is just a little in shock and not sure what's going on.
Boy, do I wish I had a spell slot.
Boy, do I wish I had a better wisdom save.
Can I pound that guy with this maul I've got?
Sure. Go for it. Swing again.
I'm gonna reckless attack him again.
Yeah.
There's a 4. Yikes. Oh no, and a 2. Okay.
You do not
A 7.
hit. No.
Oh, that hurt. That was rough.
You said it was coming. I haven't rolled below 10 all night.
Boom. Hubris.
Now you have.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Valia, Rickett, and were you like running back towards Poppy's? Papa's?
I think I moved and then I cast Magic Missile. And then I think I stopped moving so I could be within range to use Mage Hand on the maul. And I'm still scooting it over there. And once like I drop it or get it to Yabo, I'm going to swing with my wand to direct the hand to let go of the maul. And then go grab the gem in that person's hand.
Yeah, I think Yavalia is charging.
No!
Charging the figure?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're using Mage Hand to try and grab it out of their hand?
Yes.
Give me a contested athletics check.
Oof.
Can I use my spell modifier for this?
I don't know if Mage Hand says that or not. But sure. It's probably not gonna...
Probably not gonna
I
matter.
mean, that's fair. It's
But-
it's a -1 versus a +1. Okay. I
don't know
rolled
what
a
you
12.
rolled. No.
Yeah.
I too rolled a 12. But no.
Ain't you got a Bigby's forceful hand in there?
That's a
Nope.
5th level spell.
Yeah.
Ain't you got a wish?
That's a 9th level spell.
I wish I had a wish.
Ain't you got a power word heal?
Yeah, so like the little cartoon gloved hand is like grasping at the orb ineffectively.
Yeah, Yavalia is like running and like slides up beside Vartosh and like grabs the arm and tries to like wrestle the arm. Little skinny girl trying to wrestle the arm of this huge person.
As you're wrenching away at it, roll a athletics check.
He's so awful. Okay. 13. No.
I rolled a 17.
Yavalia, as she's wrestling and losing and just being jerked around by this arm, screams back at the fathers, "Help us!"
Vartosh is gonna look up see Evalia struggling with the arm, and he's going to attempt to grab the crystal as well. But I want to do it a little differently.
Okay.
I would like to put my pistol against the wrist, holding the crystal, and just fire a shot into its wrist to try to disarm it, maybe.
Okay. Do you have a feat
No.
that would prevent disadvantage using a ranged weapon within 5 feet?
I do not.
Okay.
Yet.
I was like, I knew you were planning on it.
I will eventually have it.
Double checking.
I wouldn't have it until 4th level when I get feats. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So, disadvantage roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Shoot this person in the wrist to disarm them.
No! What the
I'm just gonna let this picture speak for itself. Because...
No! It's not at all bad. I'm just... I've never had this happen to me in my 23 years of playing D&D. That is double nat 20s.
Wow.
Whoa. It has never happened to me in my life.
It's the night of miracles.
God. What?
I mean, if there was a time for it to happen. How in the world?
Clutching this crystal as all of you are fighting this person. Ricket on the side, but his mage hand's fighting it. Very dangerously, Vartash, having loaded his pistol as he reaches forward to grab the crystal, finds a gap in the armor for the wrist to have movement, articulation, and shoves the barrel in it and fires. And you see the hand let go as dropping on the ground is not blood, but you see the same thick black ooze and almost ink-like substance as the figure locks eyes with you.
Bonus action disengage and run. Towards the portal.
You're running 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're sprinting, the figure raises the one non-mangled arm in this instance, and you see an orb of magic start appearing as they reach it up to the sky. You see it turn black in their hand, and they slam it on the ground, shouting, "Enough!" And there's a pulse, a shockwave. Everyone within 30 feet, give me a Constitution save.
Not me. Probably me.
That's a +0.
Ooh.
What do you say, Jackson? Am I within 30 feet?
Nat 20.
He'd
What's
probably
the
be the
range
only
on
one
Mage
that
Hand?
might not.
Mage hand?
Yeah, because
30
depending
feet.
on... Okay, then
Yeah, okay.
yes, you would have to be.
Okay. Ooh, yes. Baby.
Depends on how good their spell mod is. But I got a 15.
Was it a Constitution?
A Constitution save.
Okay, 17.
I mean, even if you succeed, you're taking half damage.
I know.
Which,
I know.
I'm going to be honest,
Might kill
is
all
probably unconscious. I'm going to
Great.
not murder everyone.
Great!
What's everyone's HP?
23.
Current is 11.
7. Right now.
I'm at 23. because I haven't gotten hit yet.
This is yeah. Everyone is going to be incapacitated. You're not unconscious. You can't fight back. They cast Destructive Wave, a 5th level spell.
Damage did that?
I'm holding the damage.
Okay.
Because the rolled damage is 5d6 thunder plus 5d6 necrotic or radiant.
Cool. Dope.
To everyone within 30 feet, and I rolled a total of at least, it was 27 thunder and 20-something necrotic. It was 21, 22.
27 and 21? Okay, that's one more damage. I took one more damage than my health. Dang it.
We did.
So there's that just pulse of magic as all of you are just thrown away from this creature as the figure rights itself, and you see clutching the oozing hand wound, a wrist wound, walks over to Vartash. You're all still conscious, but you just can't find the strength to get up and fight back. As with the unwounded hand, the figure bends down and picks up the crystal in one hand. And looking down at you, Vartash, we get this nice camera angle of, like, from his point of view, looking up at the figure. It says, "This creature was merely playing at being a god." As you see the glass on it cracking, "I intend to become one." And it crushes the orb in its hand, and you see that black oozing ink and smoke pour down its arm and seep into its armor. And you watch as the wound on its hand seals itself. And the figure turns and walks over to the fathers back at the entrance to the portal, as you all are, like, trying to get to your feet, moving towards this thing. As it stops and looks down at all of the heroes and says, "Pity. I expected more of the heroes. Seems they've only gotten weaker." And you see another one of those portals similar to the one that is connecting the outside temple where the fathers are with the inside plane that you guys are on, as the figure steps through it and it just shuts behind. You're gaining your strength again to stand up and at least assess the damage that's been done.
Was that the betrayer?
Probably.
Vartash just flips over on his back and is just staring upwards. They were so powerful.
So you said our fathers are on the other side of that portal that they went through? Or are they in there with us?
It went through a different portal. That portal that's connecting the outside and the inside of the monster is still there. So you can still see your fathers and, like, run over there and interact with them and stuff.
Yuvalia is going to look. She gets up and she looks out at the fathers and then looks back at her friends and then goes over and makes sure they're okay first. Her friends are okay.
Just looking over all of your friends, you can see that they have definitely seen better days.
As Yabo, whenever she leans over Yabo and I snap back to consciousness, I want to, like, kind of like coming like some Nam flashbacks. I want to just like ah! And grab her and like flip over and like pin her to the ground and come up with like the shaft of my maul like held right by the head of the hammer, like held in my hand over her as I hold her down with one hand. I just look at her wild-eyed and I slowly calm down, let them all drop beside me.
It's okay. It's alright. They're gone.
I'm sorry. Did he get away?
She like reaches up and like pats him on the shoulder and like looks up into his eyes and like nods at him. And then like as he sort of like releases this, she like puts her forearm up in the crook between like his shoulder, like right where his shoulder is, and flips him back off of her. And then like looks at him and says,
"Let's go check on our dads."
You push Yabo off, and there's that moment where Yabo has calmed down and is beginning to get up to follow you and the rest of the group to your father's, as the tattoo of the eagle on his chest kind of begins to fade back to its normal look. It's not glowing anymore, as there's that familiar feel of talons pressing on your shoulder, Yabo, as you look to the side, and Nunu has landed back on you and is like softly nuzzling your face.
Nunu, are you okay? How is father?
Execute bird noises.
Vartosh gets to his feet, walks over to Ricket, picks up his hat off the ground, dusts it off a bit, reaches a hand down. You alright?
Yes.
And I reach up and grab his hand and stand up.
Puts the hat on his head.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
Before Yuvalia goes through this portal, though, she stops, looks at all of them, puts her backpack down on the ground in front of her, like kneels down beside it, and pulls the Kruthic out, and looks at all of them, and inspects the Kruthic to make sure it's okay.
It's hurt, but it's not dead. I'm not a monster. It's not just this squished goop that you reach into your backpack and pull out.
No.
She pulls it out and holds it and pets it
And says, "I'm so sorry, little one. I should have left you there. You would have been safer." Maybe.
Does the camera pan over to see the three of the boys with like anime chibi surprised faces looking at Valia with the Kruthic?
Yeah.
What? Wah. Wah.
Wah.
Wah.
Are we stepping through that portal, boys?
Yeah.
Let's step through that portal.
Let's get in the damn
Let's go.
portal.
Portals are the name of the game.
Well, that's thinking with portals.
The cake is a lie. As you all
that portcullis.
step through and are now back in the destroyed remains of the city, standing around your fathers, you can see that all of them, as you each rush over, are still breathing. They are not dead. As Ricket, as your father regains consciousness, he has just enough energy to say,
Help is on the way.
before he falls back unconscious.
Ricket just sits down next to his dad and like curls up with his knees tucked against his chest and just lays his head down on his dad's chest. And doesn't say anything.
As you see a swirling gate open up in front of you, which would be leading towards the stairs going down into the city, there's a large purple gate that appears swirling. It's so powerful, it's almost sucking like little bits of rock and dust in to the portal. As stepping through is a very familiar face you saw in the past. With golden mane, with the outfit of a captain. As Lionheart Tyndall rushes over to the group and assesses the damage.
You lived?
As he lets out, a soft chuckle. It'll take a lot more than that to kill me.
I just think you look over, pan over the kids, and they're like smiling. Like, because I think they all thought he was dead.
As rushing through the portal, you see a number of similarly dressed crew hands, you would say. They look more like pirates than normal people. Begin like picking up the fathers and everything and checking to make sure all of you can walk as they begin carrying them through this portal. And Lionheart Tyndall, as he ushers all four of you together in a group with him towards the portal, he calls out, "Zephin, tell Bibanice we're gonna need him." And they all step through the portal, and you watch as it goes and closes. And then we slowly fade to black. End of episode.
Yo. Wow.
Woo! Oh,
Wow. Thanks for listening to this week's episode.
Next season will start on January 24th, 2022.
We have a Facebook and Twitter page if you would like to follow us on either one of those platforms to get up-to-date information about the show and behind-the-scenes messages and pictures.
If you'd like to reach out to us, you can email us at misconceptionspod@gmail.com.
As you know, our shows are fully supported by the generous monthly donations of our patrons on Patreon. If you would like to join that elite group of backers and show your support that way, please click the link below.
Did you know we have a Discord? You can find us over there and talk with the cast and crew about the shows, get insights, and just hang out.
Sins of the Father is an actual play podcast using the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition role-playing game system by Wizards of the Coast.
The Sins of the Father theme song was composed by Aaron Wharton. You can find more of his work at aaronwharton.net.
Sins of the Father is a part of the Misconceptions Podcast Network.
Keep rolling crits.
Okay, and now I can do. Now I can do outro. Outro. Dun 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 dun.
I got you started.
You know, I'll be honest. I went for about 5 seconds singing that song before I realized what I was doing. It's just Powerpuff Girls is so in me that I don't even know when I'm manifesting it.
When I first made the sound, I was like, where did that sound come from?
Yeah. What is this? It's like when Anastasia hears the song and remembers her life for the first time. It's like, what? Dancing. Da, 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 da. That's how Powerpuff Girl works on me.
I started. I'm recording. Is everybody happy? Are you proud of me? Did I make you proud, Mom?
I'm recording. We're proud of you, son.